Hi, I'm Ashley Diana, and today I'm talking about veneers. I'm actually 2 weeks into my veneers treatment, meaning that I am wearing temporary veneers as we speak. I've had these in for about 2 weeks, which is roughly halfway between where you get the finals done. I wanted to let you know how this has been so far. I've had a lot of questions about them, and I had a lot of questions actually prior to getting them before too. This is all new to me, so I wanted to share with you my experience, how it's been, how it's going, and what the next steps are. I flew into Vegas for the VIP veneers experience with Dr. Browner of Mesa Dental. She is amazing, and I have loved the whole experience so far. The first thing you need to do is come in for a consultation. Be sure that you are a candidate for veneers, of course. The thing with veneers, number one, you have to be a candidate for them. Number two, you have to be sure that it's something that you can and will keep up with for the rest of your life, because that is one of the questions people have asked is like, can you get veneers and then not wear them anymore? And from my understanding, again, I am not the expert, but the answer is no. Once you go all in with veneers, you need to be sure that down the road you would redo them one day. Now down the road, again, people ask me, how long do you wear them? Veneers last from, I think, 15 to 20 years. So you would need to plan and to budget accordingly that around 20 years from the time that you get the first set of veneers that you would redo them, because your teeth typically are prepped, as they call it in the industry. Your teeth and your enamel is prepped so that the veneer can go over it. So when you redo them, you take the veneer off, you just can't take it off and walk around with your normal teeth, your natural teeth anymore. So once you commit, you do it and you don't go back. And I have loved mine so far, no regrets. And this isn't even the real thing yet. But again, let me go back to the temporary teeth that I'm wearing and my experience so far. Again, came in for the consultation, then you come back for the temporary service, the temporaries to be put in. The interesting thing is that it's like one piece. Again, I am not the dentist, so forgive me for not knowing all the professional terms. Forgive me, Dr. Browner, because you're going to be like, what does she call it? I don't know how to describe it, but maybe this is good for people listening that have no freaking idea and are not in the industry. You'll understand what I'm saying, I hope. Anyway, so the temporary veneers are not the permanent material. They're not the porcelain veneers. They're sort of like an acrylic. Plastic, can I say plastic? But it's simply like a one piece. It is like a mold, and I don't know how they do it. It's like magic. It's something we did at the consultation, and then when my teeth were prepped, they put this mold into your mouth, and then when they take it off, you have teeth. I literally have no idea, but it's quite cool, and I have a video of like her just taking it off, and then there's like these beautiful teeth there. So it's a one piece for however many teeth you're doing. We did 8 on the top and 8 on the bottom, and then later on, I'm going to do 4 porcelain crowns in the back. But right now I have 8 on the top, 8 on the bottom. So to walk you through the temporary service, I was a little bit nervous, but I get nervous going to the dentist anyway. But that's also because my teeth, my natural teeth, are so damn sensitive, which is one of the reasons I got veneers. People are like, oh, why'd you get veneers? Your teeth weren't ugly. And I'm like, that's not why I got them, actually. I loved my teeth before. So that was a really interesting experience to be like, I love my teeth. I love the shape of my teeth. I couldn't whiten them anymore or anything because they were so sensitive, and I had like erosion starting at the gum line. But because I don't have like a gummy smile, when I smile, you don't see my gums. No one could see it other than me, or if you're up really close. But I had a lot of erosion that was happening. It was sensitive, couldn't whiten them. Whitening them wasn't the only reason. It was just coming in for cleanings. It was like, I was putting them off and procrastinating because it was so sensitive. Got to the point where Dr. Browner's office was kind enough to give me shots to numb my mouth even when I came in for a cleaning. But all of that, it was just beginning to become a pain in the ass. My teeth. It was getting annoying, the things that I was experiencing with my teeth. I have dry mouth, which I had no idea that dry mouth can actually cause tooth decay. So again, I'm not going to go down a rabbit hole with that today. There were reasons why that veneers made sense for me, and it wasn't cosmetic. It wasn't the only thing because I decided, oh, wow, veneers? I had no idea that veneers could be for someone that basically didn't hate their teeth. I actually thought that veneers were the last resort for people where they were like, I hate my teeth, I have to get veneers. And that's not always the case. I'm a perfect example of someone that just like cosmetically, I liked the way my teeth looked. but they didn't feel good anymore. They were causing me more issues. Anyway, decided to do the veneers. The great thing with veneers is that I don't have to worry about that sensitivity anymore. I don't have to worry about the teeth eroding anymore. And it's just a great feeling. Plus, they can be whiter. If I'm gonna get them done, I do like the way my teeth look. I love the shape of my natural teeth. But if I'm gonna do all this stuff, let's make them look a little bit better. Come on. So that is what we did. I told Dr. Browner that I did love the shape of my teeth. So I wanted to still look like myself. I didn't want to feel like my mouth and my teeth were different, but that was just me. I say if you want your mouth and your teeth look totally different, more power to you. Absolutely do whatever you want. For me, I just was happy with the way it looked. I just wanted to elevate it a little bit more and for my teeth just to be more comfortable. So with the temporaries, we figured out the shape that we wanted. And again, I know there's a lot more details that go into it. I am just not being in the industry, not the expert. For me, what I was looking for, at least with the temporaries, was like, do I like the shape of these teeth? Do I like the way they look? Do I like the way they feel? Because if you like the way the temporaries look and the way they feel, you actually come back in to make sure that your bite is correct and you're not like lopsided and like your teeth touch and everything you can chew. You can make tweaks to it and such, but then teeth are, I wouldn't say your teeth are sent off, but I think it's described as the final case. They call your veneers like your case. The case is sent to the person that makes the teeth. Is they called a ceramicist, a ceramic, what would they be called? A lab with someone that literally creates each tooth, creates each porcelain veneer. They're like single teeth. There's so many variables that go into it. It's so amazing, but you talk about that at each step of the way, or at least Dr. Browner did with me. Like, she was so thorough with like looking at pictures. What do you like? What do you not like? It's really important to show what you don't like. I think even more so than what you do like, because again, there's so many variables that go into teeth looking good or teeth looking fugly. Well, we've all seen fugly veneers. Everybody has. Like, I told Dr. Browner, I was like, I love Wayne Newton, but I don't want the Wayne Newton veneers. He looks great, but he's on stage all the time. But we need a couple steps down from the Wayne Newton smile. But yeah, there's just so many types of veneers and the material that makes them and the shape of them. Oh my goodness. But it is truly an art. I am so impressed. I love what we came up with. And again, these are the temporaries. The only thing that we changed, I would say, is that if you look at my before pictures of my teeth, these two front teeth, we made them about 1 millimeter shorter, and the teeth on the side of my big teeth, we made them like 1 millimeter longer. I liked how my teeth had a little variation. I didn't want them to be straight across. Like, for me, I just felt like that wouldn't look like me, and it would on me, because I'm not used to it. I felt like that would look very fake on me. But so I wanted still to have that personality in my teeth. So my friend Chelsea said, don't get rid of the personality in your teeth. And I'm thinking, that's good advice. So I would offer that to you as well. If you love your teeth, like if you want to still look like yourself and look similar, look at what makes your teeth special and unique to you. Think of ways you can elevate your smile, but also think about what gives your teeth their personality, because the veneers are custom made for you in the finals. But again, the temporaries aren't the final color, but you are looking at the shape and the bite and to be sure everything's comfortable. One of the questions that I've been asked probably the most is, was it painful and have I been in pain? Here's my answers. Was it painful? No, not at all. She did numb me. If you've ever had like a cavity filled or any sort of dental work, you get the shots up here, and so you couldn't feel anything anyway. Because in the past that my teeth have been so sensitive, I get a little nervous anyway, and not maybe a little, maybe a lot. I wasn't scared to get them done, but I was just more nervous of like, am I gonna feel something? Because I don't want to feel anything. I'd rather just like sleep while it's happening. Anyway, Dr. Browner prescribed me something that made me relax, and it definitely took the edge off. I wasn't slurring my words or falling asleep in the chair, although that probably would have been fine if that's what happened. I don't know, you're just laying there. But for me, it definitely took the edge off. I had absolutely no pain whatsoever as they were prepping my teeth. It was probably a 5-hour procedure to get the teeth prepped and then the mold for the temporaries. Again, I don't know if I'm using the right words, but you get the point. The next question people have asked me often is, were you able to eat, or how long did you have to wait before you could eat food? And the crazy thing is that I went to dinner after. Probably within 2 hours after finishing the procedure, we had dinner. I was totally fine. Again, in no pain whatsoever. I felt great, actually. And I had soft food. I had pasta, but I mean, I wouldn't have gone and eaten some sort of like bitten into a giant sandwich or something hard and crunchy. I was being gentle with my mouth, but it was totally fine. I was not in any pain. I actually filmed a quick little video after dinner just to document how I wasn't in any pain and I felt great. But no pain during the procedure. I ate immediately after. I actually couldn't believe it. To be honest, like, going in to get cavities filled was it was worse, I would say. Like, if one was better or worse, I would be like, veneers were easier and the cavities were not as easy. So I'll leave you with that. After about a week, I got more brave and I began eating just like regular food, like food I would normally eat. Yogurt with granola, a sub sandwich, salads. I eat a lot of salads, and that's like a lot of chewing for my teeth. And I put croutons and sunflower seeds and just lots of cruciferous. No, let me not say cruciferous because nobody knows what the fuck cruciferous is. Like broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, chop all that up in the salad. So it's a lot of chewing. It's just a lot of chewing with the teeth. And here's what I'll say. After I would eat something very fibrous and I was really using all my mouth and my teeth to chew, my teeth would feel a little bit tender. So there's been a couple times where I've taken an ibuprofen, but it hasn't been like painful. I feel like it's been more I've induced it because I'm just not shying away from eating any type of food. I have put the temporary veneers through the ringer basically, and I really think they've been fine. I haven't been waking up and having sharp pains or anything like that. I think if I would have stuck to a little bit more softer food for the past 2 weeks, then I wouldn't had to take an ibuprofen at all. So I think pain level is like very, very low. And again, the question that people are most interested in is like, was it painful during the procedure? And absolutely not. Zero. I took an ibuprofen right when I left. Dr. Browner said to take one right when I left the office. So I did. And I didn't take one again until like maybe 10 days. And that's when I started getting down with the salads and really just chewing everything and eating a lot of food. So it's been awesome. I'm really excited to get the finals. Oh yes, what I wanted to tell you was my daily routine with the teeth. And this is something that I haven't seen anyone share before on Reels or Instagram or YouTube. Maybe I've missed it, but I have been pretty down the rabbit hole with veneers for about 2 years, watching cosmetic procedures and everything as related to teeth. And I haven't seen anyone talk about the daily routine of keeping your teeth well, basically, or keeping your teeth healthy, your gums healthy. So there's this special floss tool that you use. You can use your regular floss, but basically because this is one, you know, when you're flossing your teeth and you just go down with the floss in between each tooth like normal, and you can do it rather quickly, pop, 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 like go through each tooth. You still need to floss, but you can't go down between each tooth because it's one piece. And it sounds weird, and the first night I was like, this is gonna be horrible. But after the second day, I got used to it. It's basically like this little loop tool, and you push it down in between the tooth. There's a little gap at the base of every tooth at the gum line. It's almost like a plastic thread tool, and you thread it through the tooth, and then you hook your floss onto it so it loops the floss, pulls it through the tooth, and you just shimmy it. And you do each in between each veneer. Well, not really between each veneer, but you do it down at the gum line between where each tooth is. You do that every night. For the first 3 nights, the bottom gums, they would bleed a little, not a lot, but where like my floss would be pink. And Dr. Browner did say when your gums get used to that motion again, it will heal. So it took about, again, 3 to 4 days, and then I would floss, and there was like my floss wasn't pink anymore. So that was definitely true. My gums feel really great. They're not bleeding at all. And I have done it every day except one day. One day, sorry, Dr. Browner, I was like, I cannot get up. I am so tired. I'm gonna have to do this in the morning. But other than that, it still has been every day except one. You do the flossing in between the teeth. You have to thread it through and then floss, 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 top and bottom between each space where the veneers, temporary veneers are. And then you have to put peroxide on the gums. I've done that every night. There's like a little syringe, and you just fill it up with hydrogen peroxide and you squeeze it on your teeth. I was a little freaked out when she said, like, put this on your teeth, because I was like, oh my God, it's gonna sting, it's gonna hurt. I have one tiny little place here where there's a little bit of a sting when I put the peroxide on my teeth. It's not bad. Again, I don't know why, but that would be the only thing. And it kind of like bubbles up just a little bit, but I just kind of hear like this and let my teeth bubble. And then I go to sleep. So that's really the daily maintenance. It takes a few minutes. It takes a little longer than regular floss because food can get stuck, a little bit can get stuck in between. You need to make sure that the gum line stays healthy. especially before you get the finals put in, and just make sure that there's nothing trapped in there because it needs to still get out and the gums need to stay healthy. My experience with veneers has been amazing so far. I'm halfway through it, so I'm excited, really, really excited to get the final veneers, and I'll be getting those soon, and I'll come back and show you and tell you all about that. I don't have all the answers or know it all now because, again, I have just gotten through the temporaries, but I wanted to share with you so far what it's like and answer some questions. If you have more questions, let me know in the comments below. This is all the main things that people have asked me so far and the things that I have thought to share with you. But if there were other things that I have missed or you'd like to know about, please let me know. And I will be back in another video to share the final veneers, the real deal, and answer all your questions about that. So I will see you on that video.